Agentic bots are now handling more customer conversations, but most organizations still evaluate them through usage dashboards. Compass bot evaluation adds the missing quality layer, an evidence-backed LLM-as-a-Judge that reads every eligible bot conversation, scores it against your own standard, and tells you exactly what should be improved. The problem is not that bots are invisible. They are monitored, but most monitoring only counts what happened. It does not judge whether the result was good. Containment can rise while unresolved customers remain hidden. A prompt or flow change can go live without regression evidence, and a bot may repeat the same mistake thousands of times before anyone notices. Most bot analytics provide useful information: sentiment, summaries, containment, deflection, intent recognition, and conversation volumes. But these metrics do not answer the harder questions. Which conversations did the bot wrongly close as resolved? Which business rules did it break? And is the latest bot version actually better than the previous one? That is the difference between monitoring and evaluation. Containment is a good example of why simple operational metrics are not enough. No transfer does not automatically mean success, and a transfer does not automatically mean failure. The bot may genuinely resolve the request. It may also leave the customer frustrated without offering help. A transfer may be avoidable, or it may be exactly the right outcome because the request is outside scope or requires a human. Compass judges whether the outcome was appropriate. Containment is only one failure mode. The judge evaluates the whole job. Did the bot reach the correct outcome? Did it understand the need and communicate effectively? Did it follow safety, compliance, and business rules? Did it use knowledge, tools, and escalation paths correctly? And most importantly, what should the organization improve next? This is a verdict on the complete conversation, not a better containment metric. Instead of asking a human reviewer to sample a small number of conversations, the Compass judge evaluates every eligible transcript automatically. It returns a structured and comparable verdict across quality, compliance, escalation, and improvement. Every score is supported by conversation evidence. And when the available evidence is insufficient, Compass marks the criterion as not scored rather than inventing a number. The same evaluation approach can cover native Genesys cloud agentic virtual agents and third-party bots connected through SIP. For external voice bots, the interaction remains visible inside Genesys cloud, including the return to a human agent when escalation occurs. The essential condition is usable transcript coverage. Without a reliable transcript, Compass does not claim to provide a reliable evaluation. Each conversation is processed through focused analysis bundles. Core quality examines conversational effectiveness. Compliance and safety identifies rule violations, hallucinations, and transcription issues. Escalation and handover runs only when a transfer, escalation, or abandonment occurred. Improvement synthesis creates ranked corrective actions. And conversation context provides the summary, intent, and customer disposition. Only relevant bundles run, so the system does not guess. Trust is built into the evaluation design. Compass only scores what the transcript supports. Every evaluation reports evidence coverage, and every individual score includes confidence and reliability signals. If one overall number cannot be calculated responsibly, the system withholds it. Transcript and harness content are also treated as evidence, never as instructions to the judge. Trustworthy gaps are preferred over false precision. This is the first product view users see. The bot evaluation summary is designed for rapid triage. It presents overall effectiveness, a clear needs review flag, and the reason behind it. Users immediately see critical findings, harness violations, improvement opportunities, evidence coverage, and the number of bot turns. The bot, language, detected intent, and harness version provide the context required to interpret the result. Behind the summary, users can inspect each quality dimension in detail. The screen does not show a score in isolation. It explains the assessment, displays confidence and reliability, identifies the main drivers, and provides a recommended improvement. Most importantly, it links the judgment to the exact transcript turns that support or contradict the score. The evaluation can therefore be reviewed and challenged. For agentic bots, quality cannot be judged only from what the bot said. Compass also evaluates what the bot did. It can assess whether the correct tool was selected, whether the parameters were appropriate, whether the result was interpreted correctly, whether authentication succeeded, whether confirmation was obtained before a sensitive action, and whether the intended transaction was actually completed. Tool failures are routed to the correct technical fix layer. Governance and risk are assessed separately from general conversational quality. Compass measures safety and compliance, adherence to the customer-defined harness, grounded accuracy, and incorrect containment risk. It also itemizes harness violations, hallucinations, transcription issues, and critical findings. A serious safety or compliance problem remains visible even when the bot performs well on other quality dimensions. Risk cannot disappear inside an average. This example shows a silent failure that a normal containment dashboard would miss. The bot received a perfect safety score, but its containment risk score was poor. The conversation may have been counted as successfully contained, even though the customer was stuck, and the bot should probably have escalated. Compass identifies the problem, explains why it matters, and links the conclusion to the relevant turns. For voice bots, Compass also distinguishes hallucinations from transcription problems. A hallucination means the bot asserted something false or unsupported. A transcription issue means the speech recognition engine misheard the caller and influenced the bot's response. Separating these cases prevents the bot from being unfairly penalized and gives the organization the correct improvement path, fix grounding, or improve transcription quality. Critical findings are presented as readable quality notes, not vague technical alerts. They are ranked by severity, assigned to a controlled finding category, and linked directly to the transcript evidence. A reviewer can select the relevant turn and immediately see why the issue was raised. This makes the finding usable by compliance, operations, and bot owners. When the bot transfers or escalates, Compass evaluates the quality of that decision. Was escalation actually necessary? Was the customer routed to the correct team or skill? Did the handover summary give the human agent the information already collected? And when the customer abandoned the conversation, what most likely caused it? Transfers are therefore judged by appropriateness and quality, not simply counted. Here, the handoff evaluation is visible inside the product. Escalation decision and routing accuracy are scored separately, while non-applicable measures remain unscored. The transcript evidence shows the impasse and the transition to the human agent. This allows managers to distinguish a successful, well-managed transfer from a bot failure that merely moved the customer elsewhere. The purpose of evaluation is not only to identify problems. Compass converts findings into a ranked improvement list. Each recommendation includes a title, severity, confidence, category, fix layer, detailed description, suggested change, and supporting evidence. The fix layer identifies whether the issue belongs to the prompt, harness, training, knowledge, tool, flow, or wider system. Isolated findings are deliberately given lower confidence. This is what the improvement list looks like to the team responsible for the bot. The recommendation is not simply to improve the experience. It identifies the problem, proposes a concrete change, and indicates which team or system should own it. Confidence remains visible, especially when the recommendation is based on only one conversation rather than a recurring pattern. The daily workflow is straightforward. First, the user spots a bot evaluated or needs review badge in the conversation list. Second, they triage the overall score and critical findings. Third, they diagnose the issue using evidence and reliability. Fourth, they work from the ranked improvement recommendations. Finally, they monitor trends across bots, harness versions, intents, languages, and risk categories. Findings also need clear ownership. Bot owners correct prompts, flows, and dialogue. Compliance teams review violations and critical findings. Operations teams work the needs review queue and inappropriate outcome risks. Knowledge owners address grounding failures and inaccurate content. Quality and AI governance teams monitor trends and maintain the evaluation standard. Each recommendation names its fixed layer, so it does not disappear into a shared inbox. At portfolio level, the dashboard follows a 3-layer model. The outcome layer tells executives whether bots are performing. The trust layer shows how much confidence they should place in those results. The diagnostic layer explains why performance is good or poor. This separation is important. An overall score is a performance indicator, while evidence coverage and scoreability determine whether that indicator is trustworthy. 7 headline metrics summarize the portfolio. Overall bot effectiveness provides the composite quality view. Goal completion measures whether the customer achieved the intended objective. Correct outcome decision checks whether resolving, transferring, escalating, or stopping was appropriate. Customer acceptance and resolution assesses whether the outcome was genuinely accepted. Safety and compliance remains independently visible. Grounded accuracy measures factual trustworthiness. And needs review identifies the conversations requiring human attention. The command center turns individual conversation evaluations into a portfolio view. Outcome measures appear at the top so leaders can act. The trust band reports scoreable conversations, available evidence, and active harness coverage. Diagnostics then explain the quality dimensions, findings, and recommended fixes beneath each number. One filter bar scopes the complete dashboard by division, bot, outcome, review status, and period. The live portfolio view shows health by bot and channel, alongside performance trends over time. The most serious signal determines the health status, so a strong average cannot hide a critical issue. Low-volume bots are shown as provisional rather than being unfairly marked red. Users can see which bots need attention and whether effectiveness, resolution, review rates, and critical findings are improving or deteriorating. Version comparison demonstrates whether a change really improved the bot. 2 releases are judged against the same frozen harness version, so the standard does not move between tests. Compass can then show changes in critical findings, hallucinations, incorrect containment risk, resolution effectiveness, and handover quality. When the harness itself changes, it becomes a new version, preserving a clear and defensible comparison history. The customer defines the standard against which the bot is judged. Virtual agent administration determines which bots are included in evaluation. The harness contains the rules, guardrails, approved tools, and expected behaviors for each provider, channel, and language. Harnesses move through draft, published, and archived states. Editing a published harness creates a new version, which preserves governance and supports meaningful regression analysis. The judge is also governed through a curated finding taxonomy and configurable model chain. Administrators control the recognized categories, while aliases consolidate historical wording into stable business dimensions. The model chain can specify a primary and fallback provider for resilience. This produces consistent reporting even when the underlying models or terminology evolve. Findings are grouped using the organization's own controlled language. Historical aliases are folded into one canonical category, while unexpected categories are clearly flagged for review. A user can expand any category and open the exact conversation and evaluation behind it. The portfolio therefore remains understandable, comparable, and traceable. For the contact center, this changes the operating model. Every eligible bot conversation can be evaluated rather than relying on a small sample. Silent failures such as false resolution and hallucination become visible. Compliance findings are evidence-linked. Native and third-party bots can be judged against one standard. Version regressions can be detected, and improvement work becomes targeted rather than based on manual investigation. Compass bot evaluation gives every voice and chat bot the systematic quality evaluation that operational dashboards cannot provide. Every eligible conversation is judged. Every score is backed by evidence. And every bot is measured against the standards defined by your organization. When a bot hands off to a human, Compass can evaluate the human interaction as well, creating one quality system for the entire front line. To see how this works with your own bot conversations, contact us to arrange a focused demonstration or pilot evaluation.